Hi, I'm a Sand Recap, and this is a movie to get. Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. The movie commences with the Queen of Krakens narrating that throughout history, humans have been eager to delve into the enigmas of the underwater realm. However, there exist certain misunderstandings they hold. One such misconception is that Krakens are not monstrous ship destroyers, but rather formidable warriors. Ruby Gillman, a youthful Kraken, resides in the town of Oceanside alongside her parents, Agatha and Arthur, her younger brother Sam, and her pet squid, Nessie. While Agatha works as a real estate agent, Arthur manages an ASMR channel catering to ship-in-a-bottle enthusiasts. Ruby's closest companions include Margot, Bliss, and Trevin. They eagerly anticipate attending the upcoming boat prom together. However, due to Agatha's strict prohibition on Ruby venturing near the water, she and her friends have sadly missed numerous gatherings and occasions. Despite failing to persuade her mother Agatha to allow her to attend the prom, Ruby decides to take a chance and ask out her crush, Connor, whom she's tutoring in math. In support of her proposal plan, Ruby's friends gift her a confetti cannon. However, just as she's about to use it, Connor expresses his belief that people should simply ask each other directly. Nonetheless, he notices the confetti cannon and playfully takes it from Ruby, inadvertently setting off a blast of confetti that causes him to slip on his skateboard and fall into the water below a railing. In a moment of hesitance, Ruby bravely jumps into the water to save Connor. To her surprise, upon entering the water, she starts glowing with a purple aura, and a powerful pulse reverberates across the ocean. Despite struggling, Ruby eventually manages to bring Connor back to the surface, ensuring his safety. A group of spectators gathers around Connor, assuming that someone else rescued him. Meanwhile, a newcomer to the town, Chelsea van der Zee, begins to falsely claim that she was the one who saved him. As Ruby attempts to approach Connor to explain the truth, an unexpected event unfolds. Her left hand starts emitting a radiant glow. Fearing the consequences of this strange occurrence, Ruby rushes to the library in an attempt to contact her mother. However, to her shock, she undergoes a remarkable transformation, growing to a colossal size and inadvertently causing extensive damage to the library. Overwhelmed by the situation, Ruby decides to hide, uncertain about how to control her newfound abilities. From afar, Agatha catches sight of her daughter's enormous figure and rushes to her aid. On her way, she encounters her brother, Brill, who is tasked by their mother to locate Ruby due to the oceanic pulse. Together, Agatha and Brill eventually discover Ruby concealed behind a lighthouse. Agatha reassures Ruby that her transformation is a natural occurrence for their kind, urging her not to perceive herself as a monstrous being. Subsequently, Ruby returns to her regular size, and they all head back home. Agatha explains the events to her husband, Arthur. However, Ruby happens to overhear an argument between Brill and Agatha about whether or not to keep this situation a secret from Ruby. Ruby trails Brill to the water, where he divulges a long-held family secret about their grandmother. Intrigued, Ruby follows him underwater and undergoes another colossal transformation. Brill then leads her to the Kraken Kingdom, where they meet the Queen, who insists on being called Grandmama. Grandmama proceeds to narrate the history of the Krakens, recounting a past war with the mermaids, their archenemies. The conflict arose when the mermaid queen Nerissa sought to dominate the ocean using the trident of Oceanus. In response, Agatha fiercely battled against the mermaids and eventually banished them. However, instead of assuming the throne, Agatha chose to dwell in the surface world. To Ruby's astonishment, Grandmama reveals her as the chosen successor to the Kraken throne. Overwhelmed and anxious about this unexpected responsibility, Ruby panics and flees from the presence of the Kraken Kingdom. As Ruby departs from the Kraken Kingdom, she unknowingly falls into a cunning trap set by a weather-beaten sailor named Gordon Lighthouse. Gordon has an obsessive desire to capture a Kraken after witnessing Ruby's earlier appearance among onlookers. Just as he is about to make a drastic move to harm Ruby, unexpected help arrives from Chelsea, who comes to her rescue. Surprisingly, Chelsea discloses her true identity as a mermaid. Despite Chelsea's attempts to form a friendship the situation becomes overwhelming, and Ruby ends up fleeing back to her home. At school, the entire campus is abuzz with talk about the recent Kraken sighting. Ruby seeks out Chelsea's assistance in blending in with others and finding her place. Together, they venture back underwater, where Chelsea reveals a series of currents leading to the location where the trident is being kept. Chelsea confides in Ruby, expressing her desire to aid the mermaids, and hints that she is the daughter of Queen Nerissa, seeking to right the wrongs of the past. She convinces Ruby that by retrieving the trident, they can put an end to the long-standing conflict between Krakens and mermaids. Eager to accomplish their mission, Ruby attempts to navigate the challenging currents, but she faces difficulties and keeps being thrown back. Frustrated but determined, she decides to return to Grandmama for guidance. Grandmama teaches Ruby how to harness her abilities effectively, including improving her swimming skills and even developing laser eyes. Armed with these newfound capabilities, Ruby prepares herself to face the underwater challenges that lie ahead. As Ruby and Chelsea grow closer and spend more time together, Ruby unintentionally starts neglecting her old friends. At the same time, Gordon becomes obsessed with hunting down the Kraken and seeks volunteers for his mission. Arthur, Brill, and Sam decide to join him and come up with a plan. They use Nessie, Ruby's pet squid, to deceive Gordon into believing he has captured a Kraken baby. During an open house party organized by Agatha, Ruby attempts to persuade her mother that she and Chelsea are friends and that they can bring an end to the long-standing conflict between Krakens and mermaids. However, Agatha remains adamant, insisting that Chelsea is a dangerous individual. Frustrated and angered by her mother's stance, Ruby undergoes another transformation, growing massive and unintentionally causing destruction to the house. Overwhelmed, she retreats back to the ocean. Agatha, concerned about her daughter's well-being, follows her to the ocean and seeks counsel from Grandmama. Agatha shares her belief that Nerissa's daughter, Chelsea, is manipulating Ruby. To their astonishment, Grandmama reveals that Nerissa never had a daughter. Realizing the gravity of the situation, they become aware that Ruby is in serious trouble and may need urgent help. After successfully navigating the currents, Ruby secures the trident and brings it to Chelsea. To Ruby's shock, Chelsea unveils her true identity as Nerissa, expressing her intent to seek revenge on the Krakens. With a sinister transformation, she grows to a colossal size, instilling terror in the waters as the prom boat passes overhead. In her wake, Ruby becomes trapped under rocks, but fortunately, Brill arrives to rescue her from the predicament. Grandmama and Agatha step forward to confront Nerissa, and the entire prom boat witnesses the intense battle. As Nerissa conjures a massive wave, Ruby emerges to rescue her friends, finally revealing her true self to them. To her surprise, Margot, Bliss, and Trevin are impressed and find her appearance cool. Ruby engages in a brief fight with Nerissa before uniting with her mom and grandmother to form a powerful team. Their collective strength is focused on destroying the trident. In a stunning display, they unleash their laser eyes simultaneously, causing the trident to explode. The destruction of the trident weakens Nerissa, allowing Gordon to capture her. Ruby returns to her normal size and joins the prom, offering heartfelt apologies to her friends for keeping her true identity a secret. Much to her relief, they readily forgive her and even find her more amazing. Her classmates share the same sentiment, and Ruby is embraced by newfound admiration. With tensions eased, she and Connor take to the dance floor to enjoy the evening together. With the revelation of their true nature, the Gillmans experience a surge in success and popularity within the town. Connor becomes an integral part of Ruby's friend group, and it appears that they are dating. However, when news of trouble brewing underwater reaches Ruby, she doesn't hesitate to dive in and fully embrace her Kraken form, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead.